That's great, Paul, in terms of today's performance, what do you think?
Performance, I think it's what I said before the game. I think we can do a lot better. In terms of the result, they're probably disappointed with the result, but like I said, I think we can get better at a lot of things. You know, it's the first game of the season. We played against a side that came to put men behind the ball and frustrate us. Realistically, thought we should have had at least probably one penalty, maybe three, given looking at the situation. And we had one or two chances where you think we might have done a bit better. In the end, we drew a game to probably the one real chance I think that that Bath had. But yeah, I think we can get better at a lot of things. And I see us, we can improve on one or two things.
It started so well, 3 minutes in, Paul Connor, great header. What were you thinking at that stage?
Probably that we scored too early, if I'm honest. But no, I mean it was a good start. I thought in patches, bits and bobs, I thought we looked well. We looked good when we got the ball wide and we got fullbacks forward. And to be fair, in the last 20 minutes, we whipped some great ball in the box. But these things need tidying up. I mean, like I say, it's a little bit of like knowing what the left arm doesn't know what the right arm's doing at the minute. When we get that right, I think we'll be an half-decent side.
In terms of their goal, was it just a case that your side didn't really clear the edge of the box well enough early on, and it just gave someone an opportunity to take what was a very good strike? It
was a deflection, if I'm honest. Mazza said there was a big deflection off Naylor, so it's disappointing that probably the only real shot on target they had all game. But we knew that before the game. I think we should have put away one or two of the other chances we had. The keepers made a great save first half after we scored the first one. I thought the last 20 minutes, I thought there was only one team going to go on and win it. But yeah, frustrated we haven't got 3 points today. But like I said, I think it's really early doors yet, and I think like I said prior to the game that. There's a lot more to come from these set of lads.
Were you pleased with how your midfield worked today? Because, okay, they disrupted Bath when they were trying to build play up, but did you feel you got enough out of your midfielders in terms of creativity?
I don't think it was about that. I think when you play against a team that just leaves one up front and then absolutely just packs the rest of the pitch, it's very hard for your midfielders to really get the ball down and play. And what we've got to understand is that we played against a side that have used this system on numerous times, and it's frustrating. I think overall we did okay. Sometimes you've got to look at this, and a lot of teams might do that this season against us, and we've got to learn by this. But I thought we had enough chances to win the game in the end. But just disappointing that we drew.
What was the reasoning behind the substitutions of Matt Green and Paul Connor, arguably the two most dangerous players for your side today?
No, I just thought we needed some fresh legs up there. I thought both of them did well, Cons and Greens. But I thought Greeny was getting a little bit frustrated near the end. I thought we'd have a look at something different. I thought Ross did really well when he came on, if I'm honest, and he maybe could have scored once or twice. But yeah, we've got to utilise the bench, and freshen things up. Especially like when you look at our bench, today we didn't have a lot other players in different areas. So some days as a manager, you put somebody on and you're the hero, and some days it doesn't work. But I thought Ross did really well when he went on.
Personally, if we go back 12 months, you lost your first four games in charge of Eastwood at the beginning of last season. So you'd take a draw today, to say the least.
I wouldn't take a draw today. We never went into the game wanting to draw a game. We wanted to go and win it. It's I think the worst bit of it is that we had such a big crowd today, and you want to go and put on a performance and score a few goals. But this league's a tough league. We've got to earn the right to go and compete in it. And like I say, I still think that we can get a hell of a lot better at one or two things, and there's more to come from these lads.
A final word on your next game, Gateshead away midweek, quick turnaround. What in between then can you do will you make any changes at this early stage?
Well, we might have one or two players back from injury. So obviously, if you get good players back, then you want to get them playing. So, but we'll have a look on Monday, see who we've got back, and then make a decision on them.
And certainly a tough away opening fixture to have, Gateshead away.
Really tough, yeah. But like I say, we've got to go up there and we've got to earn the right to try and get a result out of it. You know what I mean? I don't think, just looking at today, I don't think it was a bad performance in all. I just think we played against a side that's very good at what they do, and they're very, very stubborn. And on another day, like you say, the difference is we get a penalty. Ross Dow, goes around the player, it gets clipped. I think it's a blatant penalty, if I'm honest. We put that away, we win the game 2-1, and we're talking about things differently here.
And just a closing word on Paul Cox as a man and a manager, your first game in charge of a football club at this level. Did you relish and enjoy it today?
No, I didn't. We didn't win, so no. So I never enjoy it when we don't win. But like I say, as for Paul Cox, I don't really think it's about Paul Cox. If I'm honest, it's about the lads and the players. You know, it's and we'll start enjoying it when we start winning football matches.
Paul, thank you.
Thank you.
Who are you expecting to have back on Tuesday, do you think?
We've definitely got Kendrick back on Tuesday.
Yeah.
We could have Sutton back. Boland might get another training session under his belt. So there's 2 or 3 already. You know, that will stiffen us up a little.
Adam, 1-1. Disappointed? Look on your face as you are.
Obviously, we haven't won, so I'm disappointed. I think it was one of them games, and another day we probably would have got 3 or 4 goals, and I should have had one at the end myself. So yeah, I'm gutted we didn't win, but we've got to go again Tuesday, and at the end of the day, it's the first game of the season.
Was it perhaps a case expectations were raised very early on, scoring after 3 minutes in any game, but especially the first game of the season? Did expectations perhaps get the better of your side early on?
I think the size of the crowd showed the expectation before the game had even kicked off, to be honest with you. This game was always going to be one of them where the lads were always going to be tense. We had a lot of new lads in there that didn't know what to expect. And then obviously, like you say, at the start we got the bar raised again. But yeah, at the end of the day, we haven't lost, and we have to build from that now. As
a midfielder, did you find it tough today? Because Bath City came here with the intention of packing that midfield.
You could say that, yeah. I think they're going to cause a lot of teams problems with that formation. It was one of them games that, as a midfielder, it's frustrating for you. You can hear the fans; it's frustrating for them because when the ball does come into you, you can't get it down and pass it like they want you to. You have to get rid of it and play forward as early as you can. So yeah, it's frustrating, but you get them games, and they're the games you have to battle through, and it turns into a bit more of a war.
Will it be right in saying that you were left personally frustrated because your natural game is to A, cause a nuisance when you're defending, but B, get forward and support the front men, and you didn't look like you had opportunity to get forward today?
I think because the nature of the game today was a bit more of a battle, and it was a bit scrappy, and it was back to front a lot. We didn't have a lot of possession of the ball, and when we don't have possession you can't affect the game, so it was frustrating, but like I say, them games you have to dig in, and you have to make sure that whoever you're playing against don't get the better of you, and you don't lose the game.
Is the word perspective key for today, perhaps, and just in regard to the idea that, look, it's the first game of the season, it's a building process?
Massively. I think if we would have come here and won this game 5-0, I think the expectation would have been raised again, and we would expect to have won the league by Christmas. I think people have got to realise that's not how it works. Even if we went on now and won the next 4 or 5, again, it's not how it works. It's where we are come January time that's going to matter. We're still building as a team. We've only played a few games together as that unit, and we've got to keep building. At the end of the day, we haven't lost a game yet. So
next game, Gateshead away. What are you expecting?
Again, another tough game. Obviously, the journey plays a big part in that. They've signed some good players over the summer, some experienced players for this level. So we've got to go up there, be solid. I think this gaffer and Mickey, I think the people that they'll change the team if they feel it needs to be changed formation-wise and personnel-wise for each occasion. And I think to get success you have to do that, because obviously you can't go playing the same things all the way through the season when you're coming across different obstacles. So yeah, it'll be another tough game, but we've just got to go again.
Adam, thank you.